Hi everyone, welcome back to our Shawol Soul.
Yay!
Hey, I'm Jen.
And I am Jen.
And guess what we're here for today?
We're here for Onew and his new music video and songs.
Jinky.
We're gonna watch Circle.
Yes.
And he has a new album, which we will be listening to.
Yes.
We're gonna do an audio podcast for that.
Yes. So now we get to watch it. Jinky's doing so good.
Okay, so let's get started.
Yes. We're gonna go around in circles.
And I'm anticipating that it's probably gonna be more on the mellow side, just because that's usually the way.
Circles, yeah.
The way that most of Onew's music tends to be more on the mellow side.
Yeah.
Even though Dice was more upbeat.
Oh, I love Dice.
But
yeah.
even that, it was still even mellow, even though it
Yeah.
was a more upbeat song.
Well, he has a beautiful tenor voice that is just great for ballads and stuff.
Right,
so, yeah.
Alrighty, so we'll get started.
Sure. Is that snow?
It looks like it.
Oh.
Ooh! Wow.
That's a lot of input at one time.
영원히 태양, 바람, 구름, 비와 바다로 봄과 여름, 가을, 겨울 사이로 만남, 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 다른 얼굴과 다른 모양의 마음들 부족하지도 완벽하지도 않음으로 아름다우고 같은 태양이 안에서 다른 그림자를 그리는 우리 이미 잡지 않은 마음이 있어 천천히 독립되는 느린 새벽의 행복 손에 잡히지 않아도 가지는 게 있어 분명히 내가 알고 있는 좋은 내 모습 영원히 태양 바람 구름 비와 바다 봄과 여름 가을 겨울 사이
His eyes are blue.
Yeah, he has contacts. He actually looks like he's lost some weight.
I know he does, doesn't he?
파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 사람들은 웃고 나만 힘든 것 같았을 때 내게 웃을 때 누군가의 긴 밤을 사무치게 외로웠을 때 서로 그렇게 닮아서 말없이 안을 수 있는 우리 기억에선 지워져도 남는 게 있어 나 어릴 적에 꿈꿔왔던 초록빛 세상처럼 말을 하지 않아도 쓰여진 게 있어 별다른 이유 없이 사랑해준 나의 영원히 태양 바람 구름 비와 바다로 봄과 여름 가을 겨울 사이로 만남 이별 모두 다른 적 없는 파도 위에 우린 함께 흘러가고 태양 바람 구름 바다 돌고 도는 둥근 만남 이별 다시 끝나지 않아 없네
Is that blood?
Wow.
There's a lot in that video.
There's an awful lot in that video, but it kind of makes me sad because it's almost like someone's losing their innocence. When he's standing there on that one stage and he's in the blue outfit, and I notice his blue eyes because they just sparkled with the outfit on, and then he has the cape on afterward. It gives me almost like the Phantom of the Opera type for a moment because he is classically trained. But I can't help but think of someone else too.
His voice is beautiful. Honestly.
Yes.
Really, really beautiful.
Yes.
There was so much symbolism in that it's like, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, there's like this whole natural thing going on with it, like wood and light, and then the seasons, and then the elements, and there's that scene where he's like in this reddish pink room. I wonder if that is referencing to his song on his last album, the Whale.
That's what I was wondering.
Because it looks like he's inside
like a stomach or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's a reference to that song.
Or womb. Because everything comes full circle.
Yes, right. And this song, I think, is kind of like the Disney song, as the Circle of Life.
Right.
Because everything is talking about, like, cycles.
Right.
And how you go through stages. Kind of, you're talking about the childhood and that.
Right.
Like, you go through stages in your life and then everything starts over again. And that's kind of, like, I think the meaning behind the song. Mm-hmm. But there's so much symbolism in it.
Right.
And like I said, there's all those flashes which you can't really get it all.
And he's very creative. So you saw like chalk for drawing and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I thought I saw paint. You saw rings, like when you toss rings, like at a carnival or something for kids' games and stuff like that. And then water. Water is an element as well, but you swim in water too. So you can also feel like you're drowning, and that's, 9 times out of 10, if someone dreams about themselves drowning, that they're suffering. But there is a lot, and just I think it's the chorus. It talks about the earth, the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the seasons. Yeah, like I said, like elements.
Yeah, right.
There's fire. Like I said, that he had like a bunch of natural like scenery. Where you're outside, and then there was like they had that wood background, and there was bugs, and I mean, it was just all sorts of natural stuff.
As when he was a little kid, and in the emerald green, it's like that little show, that little puppeteer show thing there. That to me was like losing the innocence. So like he grew up from that. Right. So as the seasons change, we are growing, and as we grow, we change as well.
You know what song it reminds me of?
What song?
I think it's Joni Mitchell. Both Sides Now.
Oh,
from both sides now. It literally obviously it doesn't sound the same,
right? But
the meaning of the song is the same. It's like you're kind of like older, and you're looking back at life and all the aspects of life, and you kind of are realizing things, right? Like, there's a sadness, but it's not sadness in like a depressive sadness. It's more like a bittersweet, where you're like almost like living through memories and kind of seeing life from a different perspective. Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me of. There also is that element of the Facade, which has been a repeating theme throughout SHINee's music in the last year or so, or 2 years actually now, since their last album.
Right.
This thing about the fake, or the illusion, or you know what I mean? Because that whole TV show that he's in, obviously it's about a kid, it's about childhood and that.
Right.
But there's this huge, they really focus on it, you looking at it as if it's fake, right? Like you can see the cameraman.
Right.
You can tell that everything is fake, like the background and everything.
Right.
And what's interesting is there's behind there was this ladder that reminded me of the Truman Show, like how there's a backdrop, and then there's a door, and then you could climb out of it, almost. And it kind of it makes me think
it makes me
like a fake reality,
right.
Or this isn't real,
like we are living in a matrix,
and
this what we see in front of us is not real. It's what we feel, and what we step outside of the comfort zone in a sense.
And it really that scene really reminded me of the Truman Show for some reason.
I know, is that little loud? I'm like, where have I seen that?
In a way, is kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
Because if you think about what that movie is about, I mean, this guy, he grew up. Everything about his life was manipulation. Nothing was real, and he thought it was real, and there was an innocence to him in a way, because he wasn't himself because he grew up in a world that didn't exist.
Right.
And everything that had happened to him, all of his memories and everything weren't real.
This is right.
And he escapes through that door at the end that with the clouds, and which that's exactly what that reminded me of, where he's like now able to exit this fake world and now be in the real world.
And that's why it's a reflection for him. You know, he's looking back at the way it was, the way it is now. He can see the difference. You know, the song's beautiful.
It is, and it's and again, it's not. I don't get the feeling that it is sad.
No,
it's just it's a reflection song.
Yes,
and you know, you can look at the facade, you know, different ways, right?
Right.
I mean, there is that childhood innocence about it too, right? And maybe he's saying that isn't reality, you know, like this, you know, that he went there for a while, but that's not, you know, and he can only stay there for a while, you know. I don't know what he means by that scene. It's just fascinating to me.
Yeah, it is. The whole everything about it, even when he's standing on the stage like he's performing like an opera or whatever, but he's singing, and that Muppet of some sort, puppet, whatever you want to call it, is still there. That portion of when he was a child is still on stage with him, and it's like a rundown, worn out looking stage, but yet he looks crisp and clean and pristine, and it's
but yet you can escape it.
Yes,
because the door is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know.
Or maybe he's saying he wants to live in. He wants to live in his childhood memories or something.
Or he misses it.
He misses his childhood memories.
You know, maybe he misses being able to do stuff that is a form of freedom that he doesn't get when he has to perform and be in that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I worry about all the boys because, you know, it's difficult. Yeah. We all have issues when it comes to certain jobs that we've had to do, and, you know, sometimes it's difficult to work in whatever industry that you're working in, you know, when you have other things like coming at you, like, you know, you're working with a boss that might be too harsh, or you're working with a coworker that you feel like is like always overstepping you or manipulating you or something. We all have our issues. So yeah. But other than that, I thought it was really well done. Beautiful. But the beginning of that, it was like, wow, it's like sensory overload. No. And I thought I thought I kept seeing like blood in one area, and I was like, oh. Yeah. You know, what was that from? You know, did he get hurt one time that we didn't know about? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it means life. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
But I'm assuming that the rest of the album will kind of have the same kind of a mellow kind of a thing to it. Yeah. And I do have the album. I just don't have it physically. Yeah. It's supposed to come this week. Yeah. I do know that there are two versions of the album. One is called the day version, and the other one is called the wind version, and I'm getting the wind version.
Really? Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like. Because she finally got keys.
I do.
And it's cool looking.
That's right there.
It looks like a video game box. It's really cool. Yeah. I like it. And the little card she got is pretty cool too. It looks like a little video game card. I trump you with key. Oh, no.
Yeah. But I guess we're done.
I guess so. Excuse me. So, I guess the next thing you'll hear from us is our audio podcast of Onew's album. Yeah. All the songs except this song. Right. Because you're getting this song here. And no, we do not own this song. SM and Onew owns this song. So please be kind to us. If you like our videos, please like, subscribe, share us. I would appreciate that. Somewhere will be here. She makes it magically disappear and appear and disappear and appear. So, because I watch the videos too. So, but yeah, and maybe like do a review for us on our Facebook page. I would appreciate that. So until next time, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe and watch our boys' stuff, and let's get them to #1 across the board. Until next time, much love and light. See ya!